Everybody got one.
When you hear the music, you're going to know who it is.
What? 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 What the fuck? They're trolling me, trying to catch me riding bullet.
Y'all calm down. I want to know who is going to pass that tax test. Listen, I don't want y'all to lie to me. I want you to raise your hand if you promise you're going to pass that test with blind colors. What's up, man? I thought you didn't raise your hand. You ain't going to pass? Brian! Try this again. I want you to raise your hand if you know you're going to pass that test with blind colors.
Holy shit, it's Chamillionaire.
Listen. I only got a little bit of time, so give me some time to talk. I used to be in school, and Mr. Smith used to be my principal, right?
What?
At Jersey Village. I used to go to Jersey Village. I used to think I was too cool for school. I used to be the person that used to be walking in, and I used to be in class and be like, hey, I need to go to the bathroom. And the teacher would give me a hall pass to get in the bathroom, and I'd just be walking in the hallway like this. You feel me? I was just limping, trying to see who I could see, doing whatever I could do to get out of class, right? But that was the wrong thing to do. Because what I learned was school teaches you to study. How many of y'all, be honest, raise your hand, how many of y'all feel like there's some things in school that you learn that you really don't think you need to learn? Let me tell y'all something, man. One thing about school is it teaches you to study. It teaches you to study. Anybody want to be a basketball player? Yeah. Anybody want to be a football player? Football. Anybody want to play sports at all? Anybody want to be an entertainer? Who want to be famous, period? Well, y'all better learn how to study. I'm going to tell y'all why y'all need to learn how to study. Now listen. This is why. Now, no matter what you do, I don't care if you're going to be a doctor, I don't care if you're going to be a lawyer, I don't care if you're going to be a rapper, you need to learn how to memorize things. I used to take Spanish class and I never knew why they had me learning all that Spanish. I was like, man, I don't need to know that. You know how many Hispanics are in Houston alone? What's your name, man? Xavier? Your name Xavier for real? That's what's up. Well, listen, man. My nombre es Chamillionaire. Tengo 30 años. Juanita es mi hermana. Es mi amigo Xavier. Él es generoso. Hold up. Es mi amigo Xavier, él es generoso y atlético, pero no es tan atlético como yo.
No.
My name is Chamillionaire, 30 years old. Juanita is my sister. That's my homie Xavier. He's generous and athletic, but he ain't got skills on the court like me. That's what that means. Now, you know why I know that? Because I paid attention in Spanish, man. So I started doing these Swisher House freestyles, and I started putting little Spanish stuff in there, and people would come up to me like, how you know Spanish? All because of some stuff that I learned how many years ago, like over 10 years ago. And then I realized, man, I did need it. 10 years later, I realized I did need it, and I didn't understand when I was in school. I had got this car, right? And I remember I used to be in the hallway, walking through the hallway, and there was this girl named Crystal. She had blonde hair. She was just so pretty to me, right? I was in the hallway one day. I'm walking down the hallway. I see her, and I'm like, oh man, here you go. You know, I walk up to Crystal and I say, Crystal. I can't remember what I said, but I know it was something real player, right? You know what she did? She laughed in my face and walked off on me. So I'm like, what? She just dissed me, right? So she was supposed to be this model. She had this dreams to be this big, famous model, right? Now, fast forward a whole bunch of years later. I'm getting my car, I got my car candy painted, it's changing chameleon colors, you know what I'm saying? I pick it up from the paint shop, I'm driving, I'm going to get myself something to eat on Little York. I stop at the Church's Chicken. Right? I pull up to the window, I'm like, hey, I want that number 2, you know what I'm saying, with lemonade, etc., right? She acting like she got an attitude with me on the other side of the thing. I don't know who this is. I'm like, okay. I pull up to the window. Guess who I see?
Crystal!
Crystal with the blonde hair. So I'm already smiling like, cause I'm shining clean. You know what I'm saying? I'm jamming that slow line and bang and all them Patron. You know what I'm saying? I'm beat. You know what I'm saying? So then. She's got an attitude already because I know she had dreams to be this model and this big, super famous person, and she didn't expect me to see her in the window at Church's Chicken, right? So I'm like, I only got $100 bills. So I pull out a $100 bill and I say, here you go. And she gives me my my money back, and she says, your change is $90.13. And I say, nah, my change is $92.13. Off of the head, right? And then she says, oh, my bad. And then I started to think, maybe the reason I learned math and I could think off of my head and calculate my money that quick, that's the reason why you on the other side of that window and I'm rolling down the window on this car right here, man. So at that moment, it taught me, like, all the people that was really, really cool in school, them ended up being the squares when I got older. Everybody that was the best basketball player, everybody that had the most girls, everybody that was the coolest in school, when I got older, I'm supposed to be the nerd. I'm on the stage and I'm looking at them front row at my shows begging me to get in. So that's just one quick example of how important this moment is in your life right now. Right now, you could go 2 different ways. You could go this way or this way. You don't want to go this way, you want to go the right way. And the right way is to study and learn as much as you can. The more information you put into your head, the more greater you're going to be later. I don't care if it's your business manager and she's trying to take some money out of your pocket, you're going to be able to count it and know that she's not. I don't care if it's your family, you're going to be more educated than everybody around you. Don't make no excuses. If everybody in your family ain't graduated from college or made good grades, you could be that one exception to that rule. Now, I don't want to be the person that came up here and said I was your role model and convinced y'all to do this. You should want to do this for yourself. You should want to make good grades. I don't care if everybody in here is telling you that you a square. Who's the nerdiest person in here? Can somebody point that person out? Nah, man. I don't believe you're the nerdiest person in here. Whoever is the nerdiest person in here, you right there, you're going to be the most successful one in here, man. Hey, come here, man, come here.
I'm happy we got front row seats to this. This is fun.
McDuffie in the house. Listen, McDuffie, you promised me you gonna pass that test? You gonna pass it? Flying colors? Hey, Mr. Smith, you gonna let me come back if everybody...
Hey, what do y'all think? Y'all want
Listen, I only associate myself with winners, so I only can chill and hang with the people that pass. You know what I'm saying? Is that cool, Mr. Smith? All right, listen, McDuffie. You promised me you gonna pass that test, right? Let me see.
What the hell? Bring so much money!
If you don't pass that test, heard me? You better pass. No, matter of fact, I don't want $100, I want $200 back. You owe me. See how y'all get all excited over money? If you want to make money in the future, you gotta pay attention right now. Is anybody a baller in here? Who balls in here? Don't raise your hand. You ain't balling, your parents balling. You not balling? You want to ball? You know what I mean, man? I just weekend, he called me and he told me to come through. I was like, man, I gotta get on this flight because Juvenile was supposed to do a show in Canada. And Juvenile went to jail. Yeah, he got arrested over some tickets or something and went to jail. So they called me the day of and said, you want to come do this show? I said, yeah, I want to come do the show. How much you gonna give me? He told me how much he was gonna give me. I got on that plane, went to Canada, went and did the show, and flew all the way back here to come here right now. See, that's why my shirt's still wrinkled, man. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to be a baller, and then I was actually going to take my hat off, man. I was going to take my hat off, take my chain off, because I know how you're supposed to do in school. And when I was in school, they say, oh, no, you can't wear no hat. But y'all got to follow the rules. I made it to a place in my life where I could make the rules. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to be a boss, you want to be a baller, you better pay attention now, man. You better get these grades straight. I have, in my last story, I have a person in my family, a stepbrother. And he's still in school right now, but all his friends have made it out of school. And you know why all his friends have made it out of school? Because every time I call him, I'll be like, what you doing? He said, man, I'm about to go hit this party. He don't never study. He never does. He's a very smart kid, but he thinks he's too good for studying. And all his friends that might not be as bright as him made it out of school. And he's still in school and got student loans up to his neck. Now, he drives a broke down Honda Civic with what's that, a donut on one wheel? He ain't even got the donut up on one wheel. But keep in mind, he's my stepbrother. He's supposed to be balling. He's supposed to be in the Phantom. But you know why he ain't in no Phantom? Because he expects me to do it, and life is about his decisions. He the one that got himself in that position. He could be rich right now. But because he decided he don't want to study, and he want to be too cool, and he want to chase girls all around, he's in a Honda. There's nothing wrong with a Honda if that's what you want. But if you want to have the best girlfriend, you want to have the best life, you want to have the biggest house, you want to take care of your parents, your mother, whatever your reasons are, right now is the time that you need to take charge of your life. You hear me? Amen. She said amen. Now listen, one more thing, man. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I was talking to some kids from what school is that? That was South Falls the other day, right?
Boo!
And I told them that I was gonna come here. And you know what they told me? They told me, don't come there because kids at that school are conceited. Wait. Y'all heard me? They said that kids at this school are conceited. Now look, I'm going to prove to y'all that they are 1,000% correct about all of y'all. Yeah, you heard it right. I said, I'm going to prove to y'all that they were 1,000% correct about every single one of y'all. Now watch this. If you know you're smarter than the person next to you, let me hear you make some noise. Hold on. Look to the person on your left. Oh, y'all know y'all left? How y'all supposed to be smarter than y'all know y'all left? Let's try this again. Look to the person on your left. Look to the person on your right. If you know you're 1,000% smarter than the person next to you and you're going to pass that tax test, let me hear you make some noise. Alright, don't make me lie. Y'all gonna pass that test, and I'm gonna come back, and I'm gonna sign some autographs and take some pictures with everybody that passed. You promise? You promise?
Promise!
One more time, put your hands up in the air if you're gonna pass the test. The government?
Oh, why my
don't make me get my $200 back. Don't make me a loser, man. Let's do it, man. Appreciate y'all, man.